In Australia, every eligible voter has an obligation to cast a vote. This video will explain what mobile polling is, how it works, and what you can expect from the team's visit. Mobile polling is an in-person voting service delivered by AEC polling staff to voters who do not have other access to voting services, or who may require a more comfortable and accessible environment than a polling place can provide. This service may be provided in a communal area of your facility, or if required for high-needs residents as a bed-to-bed service. If your facility agrees to provide access to an AEC mobile polling team, then our staff will be in contact with your facility's administration to organise a time that we'll be visiting. If your facility doesn't agree to host AEC mobile polling staff, or we're unable to attend for other reasons, then your residents should be encouraged to explore other voting options. These services include in-person voting, postal voting, and telephone voting for blind or low vision voters. There are usually two members in the team, a team leader and a team member. However, if your facility is quite large, then there may also be other team members present. Mobile polling teams will bring election materials and office materials. Election materials include ballot papers, ballot boxes, privacy screens, a how to vote guide in multiple languages, security seals, and laptops with the certified list of voters. Office materials include pens, calculators, scissors, rubber bands, etc. Mobile polling is arranged with a facility manager prior to the service being provided. This includes determining the appropriate date and time for a visit, as well as other aspects such as entry requirements and parking availability. The AEC will send you posters and other information to share with your staff and residents about when mobile polling will be happening. We appreciate your assistance in letting people know the date and time that mobile polling teams will be visiting your facility. On the day, once the mobile polling team have checked into the facility, they'll set up a polling location. This may vary depending on the size of the centre, but will include a spot for issuing votes and also a place for voters to mark their vote in private. In the case of residential aged care facilities, the mobile polling team may also issue votes as a bedside service to high-need residents where needed. Setup will take approximately 30 minutes. On the day of the mobile polling, it's really important that staff working at the facility know we'll be coming to enable setup and preparation. When issuing ballot papers, AEC staff will ask residents their full name, their enrolled address, and if they've already voted before in this election or referendum. It will be helpful if a facility staff member can identify to AEC mobile polling staff which residents may require a bedside voting service, helping to bring residents to the voting area and provide any support to residents during the voting process should they require it. If a resident is unable to vote when mobile polling is occurring, please let our staff know so that this information can be recorded. If a resident becomes distressed while voting, then our staff will cease taking their vote and record these details. Once polling has finished, AEC staff will need to undertake a few activities before they can leave. This includes counting unused ballot papers and entering information into the Record of Security Seals form. This pack-up process may take up to 30 minutes. If at any moment a voter makes a mistake, then they can of course request a new ballot paper. Voters can ask our staff for assistance with the voting process. Scrutineers have the legal right to observe mobile polling, and they may enter or leave the facility at any point during mobile polling activities. Mobile polling staff are required to stay at the facility until the end of the advertised time for polling, even if all residents have already voted. If there are still people in the queue waiting to vote at the end of polling, then our staff will issue ballot papers to them before packing up. If any political parties have provided how to vote cards to the AEC and a resident asks for one of these cards, then the AEC is obligated to provide this card. If you do have any questions about this process, then please get in touch. You can give us a call at 132326 or visit our website or social media channels.
Authorised by the Electoral Commissioner, Canberra.